Okay, guys, I'm going to read our Christmas story. Jersey wrote it, and she said she changed some stuff, I guess. But I think it's one of our favorite stories. We're making it a tradition. I'm been reading it every year. So the story is How the Night Before Christmas Was Stolen, a jolly holiday tale by JerseyCat. Are you guys ready? Are you ready, Nala? Momo's pooping, so he's ready. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the castle, all the creatures were stirring, creating a hassle. No one was nestled snug in their beds. No visions of kitty treats danced in their heads. Princess Sarah was out with the prince on a date. She'd been gone all evening. She'd be back very late. So the kitties ran amok. They yelled and they yowled. There was havoc and chaos. They went wild and howled. They bounced off the walls, chasing Buzzy and such. They were meowing and jumping and zooming so much. They don't care. Why don't they care about the story? Come on. They quite entirely failed to hear Santa Claus and his 8 tiny reindeer. So when Santa emerged from the chimney all sooty, the kitties all hissed. Fig pounced on his footy. She chewed on his laces, then swallowed them down, and Fiona joined in with a ferocious sound. Fay and Fig and Fiona and Rob turned into a catnip-fueled frenzied mob. They attacked Santa Claus. They scratched and they bit. They growled and they slashed. They hissed and they spit. "Don't you recognize me? Don't you know me at all?" asked Santa, ducking from a slashing paw. "I'm Santa Claus. I bring treats, toys, and mittens all over the world to good cats and kittens." But the kitties, deciding to take no chances, bit the old fellow right through his red pantses. "Such naughty cats, you're absolutely foul. I came to give you presents. I won't do that now. I will take your toys and your treats and your mittens and deliver them elsewhere to nice cats and kittens." And under his breath, Santa murmured, "At least I will do that if I escape here in one piece." "Oh yeah? Big deal. So what? We don't care," said Fiona, launching herself off a chair. And Robert, far from ashamed of himself, Robert then attacked the elf on the shelf. Then suddenly the room went quiet, scarier than noise, and Santa more tightly clutched his big bag full of toys. Then the kitties surrounded the jolly old elf, chanting, "Run for it, old man, save yourself." And those cheeky kitties exclaimed as Santa drove out of sight, "Meowy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." But lest you think this is the end of the tale, just wait. You cannot beat up Santa and not face your fate. Princess Sarah, arriving back from the party, said, "I'm home at last. Sorry I'm tardy." Then, checking her phone for any missed text, saw a message that left her quite thoroughly vexed. "You did what?" shouted Sarah, losing her cool. "Santa texted me about your naughtiness this Yule. I'm so ashamed, so disappointed in you. I raised you better. You know what not to do." The kitties ran from the room right quick and they hid. They licked their paws and thought about what they did. "We were rather awfully mean to St. Nick," said Fay, giving her paw one more little lick. "We must tell Sarah how sorry we are. We must tell her we know we went much too far. We were really bad. I can see that now. We must make it up to Sarah, but how?" "I'm sorry for eating Santa's laces," Fig piped up. "I'm mostly sorry because they made me throw up." Elsewhere in the house, Princess Sarah said to her guest, "My kitties have something they want to confess." "Kitties, come here. Come out of your hidey hole. There's someone to see you on his way home to the North Pole." Faye stepped forward as a spokescat, as she spoke most clearly and apologized for them all and said sorry most sincerely. We were awfully naughty, absolutely foul. We don't deserve presents. We see that now. It's quite right that you gave our toys and new mittens to much nicer cats and much nicer kittens. We'll try to be good this coming new year so that we can join in next year's Christmas cheer. Santa looked thoughtful as he considered her speech, then grinned and chuckled as into his big bag he reached. You were right to say we're sorry. You did just as you should. That's the best way to change from being naughty to good. So I think, after all, these should be under your tree to open in the morning. Gifts to you from me. The packages smelt of lovely Christmas smells, tied up with ribbons decorated with bells. Then, having delivered his final 4 presents, Santa said, "It's been a very long night, and I must go to bed." So the kitties and Sarah watched out the window and waved as Santa flew off home, and their Christmas was saved. The end. Did you like that quickly? Did you?